What's up, everybody? It's your boy Archmage Tuck, back at it again, coming in for some Loop Hero demo. Uh, so looking at our base, I actually did a little bit of playing off stream to see if I could maybe get a couple more resources for tonight. Maybe I could have something interesting to build going into it. That wasn't the case, but I did get 2 more of these Orb of Evolutions from where I left off last time, and I also got one of these Orb of Afterlives. This is the first one of these I've received, and I believe I need it to upgrade. Yeah, I need one of more of those to be able to upgrade the Potion Maker's Hut again. Right now I do have enough to upgrade the Canteen, which doesn't really provide a whole lot for us other than increases the campfire's healing power and also allows us to rest before fighting a boss. That actually, resting before fighting a boss actually seems like a pretty big benefit, and it's just costing us this resource here that I feel like extra of right now. So we'll go ahead and upgrade the canteen. Got a little interaction here. My kitchen keeps getting better. Here's a new recipe for you. Cut some chicken into cubes, then fry it with soy sauce and 2 spoons of honey. I usually add some sesame seeds, but that verges on white cuisine. So it looks like the next upgrade, the name actually changes it. It's the canteen right now to upgrade to the diner. Increases the campfire's healing power. Your hero can additionally rest here before fighting a boss. Unlocks the Blood Grove card. Next upgrade just adds 16% to the campfire's healing power, so it looks like it's just another healing power upgrade. So we would like to get 1 more of these gold orbs so that we would be able to either upgrade our smithy or upgrade our gymnasium. I would probably upgrade the gymnasium first, to be honest. But that's what we got. Let's jump back into it. Don't think I'm going to switch up my cards really too much. I am going to keep the cemetery in for this run. I feel like the skeletons are a little bit harder monsters than most of the other things I fight. So we'll try and fight some. Let's see, where do I want to put this spider cooking? Let's put it up here. Actually, let's put it here, because I'll probably put a battlefield there. But I do feel like pretty much any time I've received one of those, what I'm considering rare resources that I don't have any of, or that appear very infrequently, they have come from the little supply drop that you can take after you beat the boss. So again, I do feel like the best way for me to farm those resources is to just fight the Lich over and over as many times as I can. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of reward to be had for going past the Lich once you kill him. That's just based off of my experience so far. I don't know if that's the case. It may be the case that... Hey, what's up, man? It may be the case that, it may be the case that once you get past the Lich, you have a higher chance of getting those items drop. I don't know. But it doesn't feel like that to me. Let's get this village. Do I want to go ahead and throw... We'll put the village here. That way I could put a vampire mansion here and it would only affect 2 tiles. I don't think I want to put the vampire mansion there this early. 'Cause I don't have any sort of regen. I could really struggle against the vampire and those 4 zombies. So we'll hold off on that for just a second. Or if I do get a setup, like maybe from these spiders in this treasure chest that I feel like would work, maybe I'll put the vampire mansion down. Picked up our first ghost of the fight. I have noticed the, I forget what they're called. I think they're called like the orbs of expansion. I have been very frequently getting those from fighting battles in the battlefield. I'm actually, I would say probably 90% confident that's where those are coming from. Is from fighting like, yeah, see right there. I would say fighting a difficult battle in the battlefield. It is what's giving these orb of expansions. I haven't noticed yet. It may be fighting 4 enemies in a battlefield is what gives it, because I just fought 3 spiders and a mimic there technically. So maybe that's what it is. Can't say that with 100% confidence, but that's my intuition, is that fighting 4 enemies in a battlefield is what's giving these orb of expansions. 10% vampirism? Yeah, let's do it there. So 10% vampirism, that should be enough. We'll put the vampire mansion there. Go ahead and spawn those guys. If I can pick up like maybe a level 3 weapon or a level 4 weapon, like a nice gray weapon, that'll probably carry me pretty easily. I've started trying to go ahead and put my rocks in a formation out here where I can surround it with mountains as well from the beginning. So I've sort of spaced that out just a little bit away from the corner. I feel like that'll work just a little bit better for me. Yeah, these vampires and ghouls are still putting quite a hurt on me. I'm gonna chuck through all my I may not even win this fight, actually. I may go down right here. We'll see what happens. I feel like if I come out of it alive, it's going to be extremely close. Yeah, it's just... yeah, that's just too much early on. Alright, we'll retreat. We'll lose that little orb. I know I can pick it up whenever I want to, basically. I think I have now how to farm those down, so... no real big loss there. Just sort of took a risk that didn't work out. Put a treasury out here. I'll go ahead and stick some meadows around that. That's usually what I end up doing with those. At least I know now that 10% vampirism by itself was not enough to take out those zombies and ghouls. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? So we'll go ahead and put that out there. This looks like a pretty good spot for my beacon. The greatest enhancement shaman to ever live. Walk soaking. I think that's a pretty good place for our village. We'll that still lets us put a vampire mansion there that only affects one other spot. We'll see if we can do a little bit better job fighting those vampire ghoul combinations this go around. I feel like I've been able to do that a couple times. Second or third loop, get the vampires down and be able to fight them off. So I'm guessing those times I must have had much better gear. That's the only thing I can come up with. So we'll see what this chest has for us. That's not bad. We'll throw that on. We'll throw on whatever ring we have. Actually, that ring helps out a little bit. I've got quite a bit of magic damage there. We'll put another, yeah, let's stick that village there. We'll go ahead and put some spiders near our battlefield. Start getting our rocks going and our mountains. Still not any sort of gear that we could really use yet. Maybe that's a good thing though. Maybe I won't get too overzealous this run. There we go. That'll give us a little bit of regen. Maybe we can keep our health going up around this loop. 10% vampirism, that's sort of where we want to be. Sort of want to put that vampire mansion out, but I don't think I'm going to make the same mistake twice. Let's wait until we get like at least a nice level 3 weapon or a weapon over... Okay, hold on. What do we got here? 2 damage to all... Yeah, let's do it. Alright. If it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out this time, but we're going to try it again. We'll have a little bit of a heal coming in. That's right, you have to place it right on it. I forgot about that. Alright, well next village we'll get it going. I thought it had to be under the influence of it, but it actually has to be right across from it. I forgot that. We have our first prime matter. We'll see if that... Nah, still haven't spawned anything from a prime matter yet. It's a 20% chance to spawn a ghost from a living soul while you're under the effects of a battlefield. That ghost can spawn a ghost of a ghost, which is what we just saw. Now see, that actually disagrees with my theory there, because I got this orb of expansion, but there weren't 4 enemies in that fight, I don't believe. Either way, I'm still getting plenty of those, so I can afford to spend them. We picked up quite a few cards there, so let's put those out. We'll put our rocks out. That'll cause our first goblin camp to spawn. We'll put our mountains out. We'll be careful. I like leaving spaces here so that I can form my 3x3 and already have my rock or my mountains around my formation. So we need 2 more rocks and that'll fill out our formation up there. I have another battlefield. I usually put groves and stuff right next to my camp because those are one of the few things I can get to take those spaces up. So I'll put the battlefield there because I'll be doing some fights. Awakened Fragment, I don't really think this is helping us that much at this point because I think everything that spawns in fragments that turns into whole chunks, we pretty much have all we need of. So I'm going to take the AoE attack right off the beginning with the 75% chance to stun. We'll put our beacon... This looks like probably our best spot. Yeah, we'll put our beacon here. We'll go ahead and stick one more meadow over here at the treasury. Just to sort of keep those cards out of my hand. FTL is faster than light. It's a spaceship game. You crew a spaceship and you have so many crew members and you fly throughout the galaxy in control of your crew members, trying to... I forget what your goal is. You're like a... There's like the Federation and the Rebels, and I think the Rebels are like trying to destroy the Federation and you're trying to preserve it or something. But you're essentially making a stealth mission through the galaxy in an attempt to stop the mothership. Along the way, your little ship encounters other ships and you have different scenarios. where you either have to fight them or they'll help you or you have to do something for them. But it's essentially crew management. It's a pretty fun game though. Sort of like this game, very old school style graphics and feel to it. So there's our 9th rock that lets us form our 3x3 mountain peak. So now we'll start spawning harpies from here. That armor is way better than what we're using. We'll throw that on. We also have our little zombie setup over here, so we'll see how we do next loop against them. Doing pretty well so far. Don't really seem to be... This is a little bit more damage, and it does have regen on it, but I lose that damage to all. That really helps against some of these group fights, but let's do this and see how this goes. Yeah. Yeah, that 1.2 regen, we'll put that on. I think just being able to kill things that much faster is gonna significantly outpace that much regen. 1.2 regen a second, that's nice, but it's not great. What's going on, Twitch Details? I didn't see you join. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, doing much better against the Hey, have a good night, man. I appreciate you joining while you did. We'll catch you later. We'll go ahead and fill out our spiders there. I also like getting a battlefield right here where I'm having these battles, just because there's so many enemies. I feel like that's a good chance to see more ghosts. I don't know, I've seen my share of prime matters, I feel like. I can actually go in the stats and check. I'm gonna take this treasure hunter. I can actually go in the stats and check to see how many of them I've killed. And then actually 20% of that should give me a rough number of, like, statistically on average, how many prime matters should have spawned something after that if they could. And then I guess based on that I could sort of extrapolate how likely it is I feel like there is something after that. Yeah, I picked up another one of those orb of expansions there. I feel like if I've killed probably 10 or 15 prime matters and haven't seen something spawn from them after that, there's probably not anything that spawns from them after that. I would say a 20% chance to spawn and to not get it 15 times would be pretty unlucky. Ghost of a ghost here. We'll see if that spawns a prime matter. We'll see if I can hit it first. There we go. There's our prime matter. The thing about the prime matters too is they have that little halo over their head. Still nothing from the prime matter. I do think that's the end of the loop there, as it were. But we'll still keep fighting them to see. Got quite a bit of mountains out here. Let's put these mountains out. Let's, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. Let's, go ahead and get this cemetery down, and I'll run past it, and then I'll start fighting skeletons next loop. Beacon. This looks like a good place for it. Put my other grove Let's get that one there too. That'll sort of take up all the tiles on the road near the campsite that I could fill up. I could also put a blood grove here or here. I think here is not bad. I like having that near the cozy camp because it does seem to work on the Lich, and that just makes that fight 15% easier because he dies at the last 15%. Although I feel like I've done it before and I haven't seen it happen, so it may be one of those things where it changes on one of the patches, because they have done a few small patches to the demo, which is surprising to me. There's another prime matter. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything after the prime matter. I could be wrong. Put a little village there just in case we need that. We'll make this sort of like our healing up area. Another beacon. Actually, let's get a beacon over here where I'm fighting all these spiders. I think that's good for now. A little over halfway. So we're doing pretty well. Although I feel like we won't get to the Lich until maybe loop 8, unless they start rather aggressively filling things in. I could fill in like this treasury over here to sort of get a couple more cards, but we'll hold off on that for now. That usually has Vampirism on it. It does. I think we're going to take that there. AoE stun coming in nice. Took that ghost out, spawned a ghost of a ghost. Kinda like don't spawning a bunch of those in groups. The ghosts usually have pretty high evasion and attack pretty quickly. Now I've got 2 ghosts of a ghost going. You can see they're coming in pretty frequently. And the other thing about them is their evasion's pretty high, so it can take a while to get rid of that fight there. Did pick up another one of these Orb of Expansions. I do feel like I said, the fights on the battlefield, they're definitely coming from there. Maybe fill out that with blood groves. We'll let it keep going. Just a little bit less damage. I think we're going to take that. I think overall that's a much better weapon. Picked up another ghost of a ghost. Yeah, I'm taking a significant amount of damage from this fight. It's mostly coming from that goblin leader as well. Really need to get some of these ghosts down too. So, I just burned through all my potions on that fight, I feel like. Next go around, I shouldn't have to fight the village again. I think it should transform, so there's a little bit of a reprieve there. I don't think coming into this I want to... Well, all my spiders are pretty much max spawned. Yeah, I could put one there. I really hope I go for the leader first. I'm not. Yeah, this is going to be a rough fight too. I think that's what I got to do. I think I just have to do way more damage than I'm doing right now to be able to survive this fight. I don't even know if I can survive it at that point. I need to take out the leader here. Nope. Wow, it's just a rough go of it for me tonight. I don't feel like the enemies are necessarily getting any harder either. I think I'm just a little overconfident in building into it too fast. Also, the battlefields, as eager as I am to sort of get those on the field, it does seem like once I start spawning multiple ghosts in a fight, that was giving me trouble. So let's see if we can pace ourselves just a little bit more. So let's spread our spiders out just a little bit. We still want to spawn a good number of those pretty early, I feel like. I think that's where we get a good bit of our gear and experience from. I will put one battlefield out here. Yep, it's just barely an upgrade. So let's stick this. I think this is probably a good space for it. Let's do that. We'll get our beacon out after this fight. We'll have another beacon for it. I think that's a very good space. I think that's also a good space. Picked up a ring here. It's the only ring we got, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for us, to be honest. I feel like our 4% attack speed and 5% evasion is pretty marginal. Let's see. Probably put this grove near the cozy camp again. And then stick our treasury over here. Put a couple meadows next to it. We'll get that rock out in a second as well. So we'll go there. Let's put our battlefield here for now, and we'll pick up a free treasure chest with no fight. See if that'll help us out some. Take out this mimic here. Of course, my free treasure chest with no fight would have to go awry somehow. Check that shield. Get these rocks out. I'll put this grove here as well. Pick up our first quest. Could be going a little faster for us, but not too bad. Here's our first goblin camp. I think when the day timer hits, I will oblivion that goblin camp. So I'll go ahead and put a stop there so I can take care of it. It does look like our spiders and ghosts are building up already. That's been a problem so far. Maybe with this vampirism, we can do a little bit better this run. And dip into a potion. We'll still take the AoE stun there. I think I'll do another village here. Yeah, it does look like our spiders are getting up to about 3 spiders before we make it back around the loop. Oblivion off that goblin camp. I missed it on the last day timer, but that's okay. I can handle 1 goblin. Let's go ahead and put this up. Well, that's not where I wanted to put it, but that's where it ended up. Yeah, we'll take that damage upgrade. Doing okay. Could be doing better. I would like to pick up something. There we go. Alright, let's yeah, let's see if we can deal with the vampire. If it doesn't work out this time, I think I'll just concede the fact that I'm trying to do the vampire too early. Another mimic here. Which is just frustrating, I feel like. It's not a bad spot, that's not a bad spot. I think that's our best spot there. Actually, this vampirism shield. Yeah, that's what we want. Really could upgrade my weapon again. That would be nice. I am keeping my health full right now. I feel like that will change coming into the vampire fight. I think that's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. Nice damage. Damage to all. That should help out. Get our rock formation. Yeah, we're doing okay, I feel like. Cool. Alright. Much better than we've been doing, I think. I don't even think I need the damage to all there. I think I can just bump up to big damage right away. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put this blood grove here. We'll get I don't want to stick another regular growth yet. Let's just do some spiders there. AoE stun coming out and missing against 2 opponents. Pretty terrible. Of course, it's 75% chance, I think. Still there. Put a few more mountains out. I think I want another battlefield there. Although I feel like... Let's just try and expand my battlefield out. Because every time I put a battlefield, I get that blood path as well. We'll do blood path towards this way, and we'll do grove this way. I did go back and look at my past streams, and the one gold orb that I received that I am trying to get more of, the only time I received one was in one of those resource packs after defeating the Lich. So to my knowledge, that is my only way to acquire them. Picked up another mimic. I am on fire with mimics tonight. Yeah, that's not worth it. Alright, so we'll put the last rock we need out for this formation. I do think I'm going to go ahead and fill up this treasury as well. Yeah, get a pretty nice sword out of it. That's 1 damage decrease, and I'll take the vampirism. So that's fine there. Yeah, I'm healing even with that fight. And then I think I've got 1.2 regen out of combat, so... Yeah, I think that's just way better than what I was doing. And now we're sort of building into something that actually looks decent. Throw that AoE stun out and you just miss all over the place. Pick up... I think I'll pick up Card Shark. I feel like that lets me just spawn the Lich a little bit more faster. And I think the faster I spawn him, sort of the more efficient I'm being. So we'll take that and we'll try and spawn him just a little bit faster than we've been spawning him. Another beacon. I think this is probably the best place for it. And we'll get another beacon down here so that we can affect our camp. No damage to all in this fight, but seem to be doing okay versus the ghouls. Yeah, I think that's better. That gives us some damage to all, which just boosts our lifesteal and other things pretty well. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I could finish off that treasury. Really don't think I need to at this point though. I think I'm going to hold the cards. Hey Zant, hey Tea Time. Welcome to the stream. Right now I'm just trying to farm some more materials. I'm really looking for these gold orbs that I need to build the last 2 upgrades I need for my camp to give me the last 2 remaining cards that I'm looking for to unlock the Suburbs card and the Smith's Forge. Yeah, I think that's enough damage I can avoid losing the 12% vampirism. Well, I am healing for a little bit less than I was. But I still think I'm doing okay. Let's get a village. I'd say here. That's outside of our current battlefield. I will put this rock here and go ahead and finish off this treasury. See what we get from it. Let's go ahead and stick this other... Actually, let's have a heal coming into the final fight as well. And I think at this point we're handling spiders well enough we can sort of start spawning a bunch of those. I like the ahoy. I haven't heard ahoy in a while. It's a good greeting. Feels a little naked without matey behind it, but still a good greeting. Yes please. So that'll more than make up for the 12% vampirism we dropped just a second ago. And we could probably afford to drop it somewhere else, but I don't think I'm going to right now. Let's get a cemetery out just to start fighting some skeletons. We'll put it here. I'll pass by it, pick up the resource from it. Hopefully... Yeah, that's about what we wanted to see. It's a slight upgrade. It's more upgrade adjacent, but... I feel like I'm hanging on well enough right now, and I've got all 6 of my potions. Let's get this mountain. Really the last decent spot to beacons up here with these spiders. And I think when I hit the day timer, I'll use this Oblivion to maybe knock out. Actually, I'll probably knock out this stupid goblin camp, just so, for some reason, if I do have trouble, I don't have to deal with those goblins coming into the final boss. Really, this is the last area that needs to be beaconed. Day timer will probably spawn, not this fight, but the next fight. So we'll pause that, come out of it, and destroy that goblin camp. Could be wrong. Did that fight faster than I thought? Here's the spawn. We'll go ahead and take care of our goblin camp, and then spawn a dark orb in this fight. We'll get the Oblivion back. Yeah, let's take out these spiders too and go ahead and spawn another dark slime up there to fight. Again, I've been spawning dark slimes just because destroying a monster that's about to come on the field causes a dark slime to spawn, and I feel like, I don't know, there's something going on with those dark slimes. If you look at the Lich, when you fight him, he's a cosmic entity as opposed to being artificial or alive or undead. And the dark slimes are also cosmic entities. So those are the only 2 cosmic entities I've seen. So I feel like they must be related in some way. Now whether that's through gameplay mechanics or through story narrative, I'm not 100% certain. But like I said, I do feel like they're related in some way, so I've been exploring with them a little bit just to see what I could get going. What's going on, Arctic Miss? Welcome to the stream. At this point, I do think I'm going to put this treasury out and then see if I can go ahead and force it to bloom. To spawn my lich a little bit faster. I think I'm doing pretty well right now, gear-wise. So I'd like to go ahead and jump into the fight while I think I have the advantage. So we'll work towards filling that out and see how that goes. I may not have the cards to do it. It depends on how many cards I get from these next few fights and whether I get a couple good procs from that card sharp. I don't think any of that is good enough to warrant equipping. If I did these rocks, how far away would that put me? Not too far away if I keep getting them back. Okay, I'm pretty close there. So if I did spawn it, I would have two Lich's Palaces appear. I could prevent one of those with this Vampire Mansion and then blow the other one up with an Oblivion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to force spawn the Lich here. So we'll fight him this loop. Go ahead and take out this Palace with an Oblivion so that he doesn't get the extra 5% health and 5% damage boost. I will put this battlefield out here to sort of maximize our chances to encounter some ghosts. There's our Dark Slime. Like I said, he's a cosmic entity. The only other one I've seen that's cosmic is the Lich. So I feel like they are related in some way. Got a little village here. We can put that out before the final fight to get a little bit of a heal. Looks like we're going to go into the final fight with near max HP, so I don't think we'll need it. Yeah, we could get a couple villages. So let's get a heal here. Let's get a heal here. So we'll have one right before and after these goblins. We'll go ahead and stick another village out because it came up. We'll bloom these meadows just to get the resources out of them. What's going on, Community Showcase? Welcome to the stream. There's our Dark Slime. Got another treasury. I don't think we'll be able to do much of anything with it. Quest Goblin and Goblin Leader actually giving me a little bit of a struggle here. Would have preferred not to have used any of my potions. But we have chugged through 3 of them, it looks like. That should be a nice upgrade for me there, and it is. We'll put our treasury out. I don't foresee us being able to fill that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies coming up. Depends on where these gargoyles land. No. Did spawn a slime there. No. No upgrades there. We'll go ahead and stick that mountain. So we'll come into our last few fights. We'll hit the Lich, see what he's got going for us. We'll throw this out. Well, yeah, I'll get a couple procs. No. We'll take this damage upgrade there. We'll just heal some off of this fight. We'll take another damage upgrade. Spider Cocoon. Forgot I added a vampire to that fight, but it doesn't look like that's going to do really too much for us in terms of setting us back. We should get to heal before the boss as well. With our new campfire upgrade, we did, so that helps out tremendously. How is it possible? Shut up. coming into the lich. Yeah, looking at those numbers, we should be able to ride this to victory. It does let me heal, but it didn't refill my potions coming into the camp, so that's worth making note of. Yeah, we handled him pretty well. Oh, hit continue. That's weird. So usually, whenever I finish a run, I have my choice of the resource set or like 3 perks to continue the run, but I'm only getting the resource set this time. That's kind of weird. Like I said, I don't think there's any reason to keep the loop going. So I'm gonna cut right now, take my resources. That is weird that I didn't get one of those like passive perks. I wonder why not. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we'll get ready to head back into it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna run for now. Maybe take out the cemetery and put the chrono crystals in. I haven't done a whole lot to them, and I don't feel like I've really maximized their potential. So we'll try messing around with them just a little bit more. See if we can figure out something with them. Hopefully not a demo bug. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's the first time I've seen it. And like I said, I was playing earlier today, and I didn't encounter it, so I'm not sure. We're going to stick our treasury out. Battlefield. Let's get it right there so it'll affect a bunch of tiles. Usually what I like to do is put my battlefield next to a spider cocoon with some chrono crystals next to them and just have them spawning a bunch of spiders, but I feel like recently I've gotten myself into a little bit of trouble doing that. Although I feel like that's mainly because I ran into a goblin fight and a vampire fight I couldn't really handle. I don't think it necessarily had to do with the fact that I was just spawning a bunch of spiders. I think it more had to do with the fact that I wasn't able to handle the other fights and then ran into the spiders. So we've got our first set of gear going. Not good. I don't feel great about this. Regen per second's not bad in the beginning. But I feel like I need significantly more of it to be able to use it to my advantage. Once the run starts going, I usually back off of regen per second. I feel like the most I've really gotten it up to so far is like 7.8 regen per second, which 7.8 health per second isn't bad at all. And it can certainly outpace a little bit of damage, but you can get yourself into some pretty bad situations pretty quickly if you don't have some vampirism, if you're only relying on regen per second. We'll go ahead and up the regen for a second. We'll up this shield as well. That amount of defense, I should just be taking significantly less damage than I was. Alright. So, let's put our first village here. And then if we feel like we're at a spot where we can handle it, we can put a vampire mansion here or here and only affect one other tile. Usually adding a vampire to a bunch of fights can get out of hand pretty quickly. Especially if you've got a couple other things going on, like a battlefield or something like that, and then you start spawning a bunch of ghosts. Because everything in the fight with a vampire gets that vampirism buff. Yeah, I think that's the best. No, still need some form of regen right now. Yeah, let's get another spider out there. Quest slime. Still doing pretty well even with a quest slime out. HP is going down, but pretty slow. I'm recovering some of this. There we go. 16% vampirism. That should help out. I had almost forgot that I had this treasury up here, so let's go ahead and throw some meadows at it. Now that I've got some vampirism, let's put this bigger sword on. Yeah, I'm coming pretty close to one-shotting spiders. That's usually the metric I use for how well I'm doing in a run. In terms of damage, I want to be pretty close to one-shotting spiders. I feel like if I'm one-shotting spiders, then for the rest of the loop, my damage is sort of where it needs to be at. If I'm having to like 4-shot spiders, usually I'm way behind. I feel like. Yeah, this is garbage. I don't know why I was hanging on to it. That's a pretty good place for a battlefield. I think I am going to extend my battlefields though. And see if I can get a bunch of blood clots going. So that's 3. I think I can handle it. Well, I don't have one. I thought I had a vampire mansion. But I looked out the corner of my eye, saw that color, and it's a blood grove. I was going to say, I think I can probably handle one right now. But I can't spawn one, so we'll put it right here just so I have a heal after it, if it is pretty difficult. It would probably make sense to have a heal before it coming into it as well. So I'll hang around almost max HP. Coming through the campsite, I'll hit it. Pick up my first trait. Man, I think all of these are rather lackluster. I am going to take Blade of Dawn just because it is a good bit of AoE damage, and a lot of times I feel like that is where I'm struggling, or what is giving me trouble is those really tough AoE fights, so we'll pick that up. We'll go ahead and stick a Blood Grove here just because I'm going to want one at some point. And it'll help me deal with... Yeah, see that AoE? If you get into a fight where you're struggling, if you can make it through the beginning of the day, that can just really help out. The double damage AoE. And all that sort of stuff stacks with your life steal and stuff as well, so it could be a clutch big heal if you needed something like that at the start of a day, or just a lot of useful things that can come from it. That being said, I still don't think it's a very good trait, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones, I guess. I'm getting tanked by this ghost of a ghost here. And actually thinking about it, I will do my best to remember after this run, whether it goes to completion or goes sideways. I want to go look and see just how many prime matters I have defeated so far. Like I said, I feel like that will give me a pretty good indication of the likelihood that there is a enemy that can spawn as a ghost from a prime matter. Defense 6, AoE from the New Day really helped out there, I feel like. It would have been nice if it had taken out those goblins, but you win some, you lose some. I feel like if I'd have had that axe upgrade that I just picked up before this fight, maybe they would have cleared them out. Do this quest line. I thought that was a vampire mansion. It is another Blood Grove. Yeah, we'll call it that spider spawner to spawn double. There's worse things I could do. Two quest spiders here. It'll probably spawn 2 more spiders here by the time I get back around. I don't think that'll be a bad fight, but it'll probably be my hardest fight of that loop, foreseeable. So I've got some nice, this is basically just a healing stretch going on. This is basically where my fighting is happening. Let's speed that area up if we could. That's really as close as we can get in there. Those are both nice, but I would lose my vampirism. I don't really think I'm taking enough damage that it warrants me needing to double my defense right now. And I haven't really... Let's go ahead and use this treasury up. I haven't really noticed or taken the time to figure out sort of the ratio between... This should form... I haven't really taken the time to figure out the ratio between defense and damage reduction. It doesn't feel like a 1-to-1. It doesn't feel like 1 defense makes me take 1 less damage. I guess it could be the case that it is, but it certainly does not feel that way. Only spawned one spider into this fight, but it is... it's not giving me nearly as much trouble as I thought it would, to be fair. We'll go ahead and stick another blood grove here, and another one here. And then I'll only have 2 more spaces I need to fill up. I could put a chrono crystal here. I only have 1 more space I need to fill up. And that meadow will finish it off. So now I can spawn the Lich whenever I want to and not have to worry about whether or not I can deal with the Lich palaces. I feel like about 2 or 3 of those and the Lich gets rather difficult. Of course, each one of those is a 5% increase to his health and his damage output, so it's pretty significant. I think I'm gonna just triple up my villages here. I could do something like this. Let's see how we're doing coming out of the 3 goblin, 1 blood clot fight, actually. That will probably be harder than the quest spiders. If I don't target the goblin leader pretty early. Shield Master, we're going to take that. That's just, I think, by far in terms of talents, the best one that you can pick up. 20% chance to stun on each hit, helps you with the final boss, helps you with every fight that you go into, works for the AoE things, so like damage to all, if you have damage to all, it does affect that, I believe. So I think it gives me a chance to stun everybody. I could be wrong there, but I do feel like it's worked on AoE attacks and things before. So took a good bit out of me there. I used up all my potions. I don't think I'm going to put a vampire anywhere. I actually think I'm going to continue this village so that I have some healing on the front end and the back end of my loop. Yeah, that fight sort of scared me a little bit, actually. Am coming into enemy level 6, and I'm sitting on some pretty low gear as well, so I do need like a 32% vampirism. Actually, I could deal with just like a gray level 8 weapon, and that should be enough. So hopefully something like that will slide by. There is no reason why I should be keeping the armor I'm wearing. I am... Yeah, let's do this treasury. I would like to pick up something that's going to make me a little bit better here. Neither one of those are it. Yeah, I feel like I need a big level 8 gray weapon right now. Usually your gray... Okay, I'll take this big level 8 blue weapon probably. Yes, I will. Usually your gray weapons, like, have a lot more damage on them, but really nothing else I've found. Like, this is... Like, if you compare... Like, yeah, this gray level 4 axe to this orange level 6 spear. Yeah, it's got all these other things, but if you look at the damage, it is 1 more damage range over this. Now you've got the 2 damage to all, but yeah, see, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Level 8, it is It doesn't have the 5 defense, which is making that one a blue item, but I feel like it lost the 5 damage for the 5 defense is where it went. We're going to go ahead and stick this on. This is what we were looking for. That's what we wanted too. So that'll get our Regent, or our Vampirism up. And now we're just swinging a big weapon. Hopefully we'll swing a big weapon, do a lot of damage, steal a good bit of that health, and not get evaded and tanked all day. I also feel like magic damage really helps deal with these ghosts and things. I feel like maybe they just naturally have like a very high armor rating or something like that. And magic damage, I think, just goes past that. One of the things about this game is there really is very little instruction, very little information. All of it's just sort of you figuring it out so far. Let's put this... No, it's in a bad spot. We'll put that treasury there. We'll go ahead and throw some meadows around it. We'll go ahead and put our rocks on it. We could use a beacon there, I guess. Yeah, let's let that ride. If we get... If we get through all this pretty easily, we may consider forcing the Lich this loop. I've got 3 potions. If I don't use any of those and I get my health back up, that's not too bad. I have the 20% chance to stun talent, which I feel like it's the best thing you can have going up against the Lich. So we'll see. Really wish I had saved that big AoE there. Yeah, let's finish out this treasury. See what we can get from it. Nope. I really need a lot of these to not be evades. I also need to consider changing this shield. I feel like 11 defense is just causing me to take a bunch of damage. Man, these evades are tearing me to pieces. Okay. We'll put this treasury down. We'll go ahead and get some meadows out. I really have not seen a lot of mountains. I have not made a full loop around my mountain peak yet. Yeah, let's get these rocks out. It's going to help my max HP. And I do think we're going to spawn the Lich this go round. That's my last potion. That's really frustrating, actually. I don't know if I'll make it back to the Lich, to be honest. Any idea what the circles at the top of the card mean? I'm not certain. I don't really have any good guesses either. I did play... They came out with like a short demo that was different than this. Yeah, I'm probably going to go down to these blood clots, and there's no way I'm killing those goblins. And it looks like the circles were the same in it, but I'm not certain. They haven't changed the whole time I've been playing. And I do feel like I'm not even certain what they're supposed to be. Looking at them, I feel like they might be like maybe moons? I'm not certain. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. That's unfortunate. It's 10:45. Yeah, let's go into one more expedition. Rather unfortunate. I felt like I was sitting at a pretty good space as well. Yeah, let's go there. So I'd like to put a battlefield here. Or here. We might go up there with the next one. Not a whole lot of space in the center of the map to do stuff. This is a pretty tight loop, actually. So it looks like we'll probably make our first loop without finding any. Well, I say that, but I was going to say without finding any gear of mention, but that's probably about the best you can do early on for chest pieces. It'll probably keep me healed to full for this loop. We'll see. I do plan on making this like a battle area, so I think I'll put my first village right there after the battle area to make sure I come out of it healed up. I'll take that over whatever I was wearing. I'm sure it was nothing. Something like this is probably the next best thing I could do. Or maybe this. That's not bad. There's our battlefield. Let's go ahead and get it out. We'll stick it up there, it'll give us our chest. We'll be able to get it without having to fight anything this loop. There's our treasure chest. I feel like the rat wolves have a pretty high evasion as well. I don't know if it... I'm sure it does. I'm sure it varies per mob. But I feel like the rat wolves have a pretty high evasion. I feel like the ghosts have a really high evasion. I also haven't noticed anything that you can necessarily do to affect the evasion either. I don't feel like it's necessarily anything that makes me hit more. That should be an upgrade, yeah. That's probably... yeah, we'll take that too. 6% evasion, that's not much. I'm gonna be healing for 1 for forever, but 10%. Yeah, let's bring it up to 16. That doesn't give me any regen out of combat, but at least I'm healing for more than 1 now. And I think not having any defense at all was most of the problem last run. Our defense was sitting at around 11 going into enemy level like 7 or 8, I feel like, which is not where I want to be. That should be... yeah, we'll take that for now. We'll check out that ring. Yeah, that's probably better. That 3% vampirism, probably not noticeable when I lose it. Yeah, I'm still healing for about 4 a swing. I do feel like, on average, I probably kill the Lich around like loop 9 or loop 10. And I've been trying to go a little bit faster recently to see if I can get more. I mean, you go faster, you get more loot, you get more runs in. Just sort of makes sense. But if I'm not able to do it, it's not really worthwhile. Especially if I start missing, like, it's the same shield but better. Especially if I start missing Lich fights. So maybe slow and steady with a tried and true strat is better. Goblin leader doing some damage here. So yeah, just a really obnoxious fight. Strong aftertaste. Let's just take 3 new traits. Axis tilt. Wait. Time flies 20% faster. I feel like now I want to go back and I almost want to go back and look. I feel like axis tilt was one of the rewards I received. Let's take it. That's gonna cause our monsters to spawn faster too, so I need to pay attention to that. I don't necessarily need to put out as many as I think I do. Yeah, I'm not certain. I feel like earlier today when I was playing that I received axis tilt as one of my, like, rewards. And I took it instead of the resource pack, because the resource pack at the time was garbage. But now it seems like I can have it as a trait? Weird. I wonder if that's also why this time I only received... I feel like every time I've played, I've taken the resource pack instead of taking one of those bonuses. But now I feel like when I took it last time, it became a trait I could take. But now... yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's weird. I don't really have a good idea either. The only thing I know to check is to, like, beat the Lich and see if it happens again, but... I'm just not certain. With time flying 25% faster. These, meadows are at least going to be healing me a little bit more. What's going on, Abbott? Didn't see you join the chat. Welcome. I'm right near one-shotting the spiders. With my damage to all, I can one-shot them after like one hit, so that's not bad. We'll put that there just to block that off. I don't really think that's the Chrono Crystal spot. That's not bad. We'll do that. I think... Let's do this, actually. 4.8 a second. If I could get some vampirism somewhere else, 4.8 a second. That's not bad. And I'm not gonna heal 4.8 a second from vampirism, for certain. Maybe now with that beast level 9 sword I just threw on. Doing okay, doing okay. See, I'm at enemy level 7 right now, and I'm not even really that close to halfway towards spawning the Lich. Whereas before, I was getting pretty close to spawning him around like loop 7 or 8, I feel like. So I'd say I'm pacing significantly behind where I was pacing earlier. That's not bad. That's probably better. Yeah, I think I'll take that there. So, we'll see. I will probably throw an Oblivion at that goblin camp, to be honest. Mainly because I just don't want to deal with it most of the time. Okay, cool. I was like, I need some more upgrades. I'll take that. Okay, let's get it before I go into the fight so I don't have 4 goblins. I'll just take the goblins and the dark slime this fight. Going for the leader immediately, it looks like, that should help out immensely. So the leader's down. I don't have to deal with him enraging. I don't have to deal with him doing most of the damage while I'm trying to slug through all these little ads. All in all, couldn't have asked for that to really go better. I do think... Yeah, I'm far enough away and I'm doing well enough. I think I can afford to... Yeah, I can put the ghouls there. I think that's fine. We shall see. Pick up another trait. Yeah, let's do the battering ram. I like that 75% chance to stun. And I'm right within range of one-shotting spiders, it looks like, so that's where I want to be, I feel like. We'll pick up another goblin camp. We'll do something about that at some point. 4 new tiles, I think that's the best I could do. Maybe here? That's only 3 new tiles still. Coming in enemy level 7, and I'm still getting gray level 5 weapons. That's disappointing, to say the least. Let's finish up this treasury, just because I do feel like my items are just a little far behind. One of those would have been nice if there was just slightly more damage on it. Yeah, well, yeah, it's too late. We'll have to deal with the ghouls, the vampire, and the ghosts. I may not have should have set myself up with that there, to be honest. Could probably use just a little bit of something. At least I healed coming out of that fight. Let's see how these rat wolves are. Only got a stun on 3 of them. They are coming in for quite a bit of damage. They're just like eating me alive. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, that took like a third of the damage I was taking away. 20% vampirism, 4.8 a second. Let's put the 20% vampirism on. That should, yeah, okay. I think that basically helped out in terms of saving the run. That's probably what's going to carry me for a little bit. Yeah, cool, cool. Even bigger, let's put that on. Let's put a heal coming into that fight, just in case that fight is trouble. What is this? Level 4 gray chest piece. Enemy level is 8, and I'm getting level 4 gray chest piece. Okay, okay. Looking a little iffy. Took out the ghost. Nice. Cool, now it's just me healing. Cool. So I'm sort of okay, let's see. We'll put these meadows out, advance our treasury. Oh, that's kind of garbage. I don't think I can force the Lich to spawn this loop. I think either way I'm going to have to make one more loop. So I'm going to just hang on to my stuff instead of throwing a bunch of stuff out. What's going on, Joint? Didn't see you join the chat. Welcome. Yeah, I'm still healing even with this fight too. We're just a little behind. Yeah, I'm just a little behind. I think it's mainly because of this 148% chance to evade that this one rat wolf has here. There's my sweet gray chest piece. Been waiting a while for that. Almost one-shotting the spiders, which is where I want to be. And I'm starting to burn through cards. Where did I put that other battlefield? Right there. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do this treasury here. Now that I have a treasury, I can sort of mess around with speeding the lich up. Still not going to get close though. I don't believe. So it looks like I'm going to be going for a loot 9 lich kill. I think that's about average for me. Like I said, I think about 9 or 10 is usually about where I kill him. I've been trying to do like 7 or 8, or even try and sneak in there and get a 6 or something, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I don't have that strat down very well. I feel like you could do it. Do you feel like it's possible? Just don't necessarily know if I could do it, or if I know the strat right now. Of course, it's going to take some luck too. But I feel like right now my strat's to try and get to a place to where I'm at about 25% lifesteal, and then just try and put on the biggest weapon I can and use that to sort of survive. It's been working pretty well for me, I'd say. And if you can get something like this 20% vampirism ring, you can hang on to that for a while. What is this? Level 4 greysword. It's like they don't even want me to win. Still coming very close to one-shotting my spiders. Oh, rock out across that section. Actually, we'll put spiders here to try and spawn spiders into these goblins, so maybe not as many goblins will spawn. Actually, to that avail, let's put a grove there in front of it too. Cool. And he spawns once a day. Once a day. Every 2 days. So that should be 2 goblins, 2 spiders, and nothing else. Let's try that. Put another meadow out here. Finish off this treasury. Actually, let's do this. Bump up our damage and vampirism. Let's get a heal right before the last fight. And let's see if we can spawn it. We'll put that grove there. I've got an Oblivion for the Lich Palace there. I'm gonna have 3 of them, it looks like. I could do a Blood Grove here. I think this Chrono Crystal should do it. Cool. Probably should have put that inside right there. I can blow one of these up. And let's go for the Lich. See what he's got for me. How is this possible? Alright, coming in Lich, doing a little bit of damage. Ooh. Ooh. This is not... Yeah, I don't know. We'll let it run out. I think I'm going to need all 5 of my potions. I don't really see me... Yeah, I don't really see me being able to switch anything that would really make a difference. Man. It's gonna be close. I really... Okay, cool. Picked up a rare resource, not the one I need. We'll take it though. We'll retreat. Keep all our resources. Actually, picking up that, I think that was enough to upgrade our potion maker's hut. These are the first two, what are we calling these? Orb of Afterlives I've seen. But, you know, I really don't have anything else to do with them, and the gymnasium doesn't require one, nor does the smithy, so I think I'm fine putting it here. So let's upgrade. We will upgrade to the apothecary's hut. Did you know that herbs don't always have healing abilities? I did know that. I don't know if this guy knows that. Yeah, sometimes your potions don't help me at all. That's not what I'm talking about. With the right dosage, you can turn a medicine into a poison. That's the duality of life itself. Something that you consider evil could also be good from another point of view. Don't sweat it. It's not like you'll be facing such dilemmas anytime soon, right? Not this old lady crazy. Okay, so, yep, that just increases the potion's healing. Oh, man. So next up, I need all the wood. 4 of those things, 4 of these things, and 4 of these things that I've never even seen. That's a lot, I feel like. Yeah, that's a lot. Especially just to get 2% to the potion's healing effect. Well, I would go from healing 8% of my max health to 10%, but still. That's, I mean, if we're... The most I have ever seen is one of these resources per run. And it's not 1 per run. I would say it's maybe closer to 1 every 4 or 5 runs. So if you look at that, you're looking at 12 by 4, 48 runs potentially just to get 2% to the potion's healing effect. That's... I think we call that deep end game. That's some serious farming for very little effect there, I feel like. Looking at it, I don't think I have enough time for another run. So I may end up stopping here. Didn't really get what we wanted to see tonight, but we did pick up a couple upgrades. Picked up, this was sort of the big one, I feel like. But we've got 2 of our buildings to level 3 and level 4 respectively. I feel like that's pretty good. I'd still like to... Really, I'd like to upgrade the smithy. I feel like the Smith's Forge card will probably let me do something with my equipment or make my equipment better. I feel like that's probably going to be my next biggest upgrade. So that's probably what I'm going to work towards. But I think I'm going to call it just a little bit early tonight. Like I said, I don't think I have time to squeeze in another run. And I'm a little bit tired from this weekend, so I don't think I'm going to push it to the limit and stay up past the stream tonight. So, hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll be back. If I'm not back tomorrow, I'll definitely be back Wednesday night for my scheduled stream. Till then, it's been Archmage Talk. Catch you guys later.